Welcome back, friends and family of this channel and peoples. I hope you guys are having a good Thanksgiving. If not, or if you've already had Thanksgiving, I hope you've had a great Thanksgiving. And don't forget to be thankful and have lots of food and family, because that's what Thanksgiving's about. I've got something super cool here today. This I've only seen 3 times, like ever. I've seen it once on Family Guy or American Dad, one of those, and Star Trek. This thing's so cool. Look at this thing. So it's got like a bunch of pokey, stabby things. Um, it's super cool because you can slash with it. It looks cool. I have no idea how to use it, but like it's got points, so you can probably thrust with it, and it's got a point on the front for pushing maybe. And again, you could probably slash with it. It's super cool. And again, I've only seen this like literally twice in my entire life, and so for me to get this now is really cool. This is a really cool sword. I don't remember the name of this. I've heard some people say it's a wolf sword. Wolf sword. So yeah, it looks cool. I'm gonna try doing some strength tests on it. And believe it or not, yeah, this is a sword. This is a sword. Even though it looks like something out of like blade or something, this is a sword. So it's pretty sweet. And so I'm gonna do some strength tests on these. They do feel pretty sharp right out of the box. I haven't done any like sharpening on it at all, but they do feel pretty sharp. So I think a strength test would be great to show this off, and then afterwards maybe some durable, or what do you call it, retention test? Is that what they call it? I don't know. I ain't no expert. Just to see after the strength test if it held up. And again, this thing is so cool. I like the black to it and the silver. It's pretty sweet. And they went with the most basic handle here, which is fine because paracord wrap or even fabric wrap is so easy to do, and it's still so comfortable. And again, it's definitely two-handed. I'm no expert by any means, but again, this thing is so cool. All right, we're outside now. I'm gonna use this hard plastic. Remember, I thought it was a real axe. It was like a toy, but it's still hard plastic. Hard plastic likes to take as well as give too, so the edge is truly good. It should handle this no problem, right? I mean, chickens are outside, they're happy. We did lose 2 chickens, unfortunately. I think it was just old age. They kind of just died of old age. It went to sleep basically, and they didn't wake up, so that's unfortunate. But we still got 2. They're happy. One went down, one the other 2 maybe, just to see what the edge is like. Give it a little rat-a-tat-tap or something. And again, I always like to wear this. It's cut proof. I've bought this a while ago. It's made out of like Kevlar and recycled fire hose. So again, let's give this a whirl here. You can see here with this camera I have, it's not the greatest, but so you can see definitely went in the mud. You can see it went kind of a little bit crazy. Tip. You can tell it did take a little bit of rolling. You can kind of feel it here. If it'll see right there. It took a little bit of rolling, which I did hit it pretty hard. So that's not too bad though. You can tell right there. That's not too bad, considering. See here. Oh yeah, this part right here. So this did take a little bit of chipping. You can kind of see. See, that did take a little bit of chipping, if you can tell right there. Just right at that edge. Again, not too bad though, considering it's beating the crud out of it. The other side here. I'm trying to feel. None there. Feels pretty sharp still, yeah. Yeah, that feels pretty good. It was just those 2 spots. Like one tip roll here and one edge roll there. And that's not too bad, honestly, for how hard I was smacking that thing, and it hitting the metal great too, because it caught the weapon and actually pulled it from me. Since you can see here on our axe thing, you can see here that yeah, it gnarled up that axe edge bad. Chips here all over the place. Yep. So again, not too bad. So we got this here. This is full of candy. I filled it with water. I think it'd be cool to try some slashes with it, maybe some pokes. I'm curious to see this, if it's actually like good for shoving and poking, or if it's kind of just like a back, I say. So let's give it a whirl here. See if it's still got some kind of thing. One more time here. Oh yeah. Slash it. Because I wonder if that's even, like, it doesn't feel sharp or sharp, but at the same time, it might be flat and pointy enough. As far as slashes, I'll show you after, so you can kind of see, it does slash. I don't know if it's just because it's not maybe as sharp as it could be. For us, I mean, it pokes through no problem. We're gonna try these in. Yeah, one sec here. So as you can see here, it does cut pretty good. I mean, I could maybe have sharpened it a little better, but it seems to lacerate. I mean, I think it's more preferably a thruster, because as you saw, that first one sliced it and it fell off. Like you can see the pokes here. They didn't go all the way through the back, any of them, probably because it's just not long enough to go all the way through the back, you know, not long enough to go all the way through the back. But as far as thrusts go, you can kind of see it on this side, maybe, if it'll focus. Sorry. So yeah, it does definitely cut. It might be more of a poke weapon. I'm not no expert, but definitely cuts. Again, could be that the blades are not quite sharp enough. As far as the push thing, I think just judging from the dent, I mean, again, it's pretty thin plastic, but from the dent of the force, I think that's more so just to get someone away from you. It's definitely a cool sword by all means. Let me try one more thing just to see if it's the material that's maybe the issue, or if it's just because it's more of a pokey weapon. They do it pretty well, unless it's a stabber. I'm not entirely sure. This thing looks cool though. So we'll just kind of do some slashes, see if it's a slasher maybe, or if it's a pokey or something. We'll see. Nope, that didn't want to slice at all. Maybe not a slicer, because it didn't want to go through that at all. And we've seen swords before go through stuff like butter, so maybe not. Just to see if it's maybe more of a pokey kind of weapon. Again, I have no idea how this thing is used. I'm no expert. It looks like it would be cool because it's got like blades here for maybe slashing, or I don't know. These pokey things look pretty cool. Yeah, I'll give it a couple pokes. Oh, yeah, definitely a thruster. I mean, that went through like butter. One more time. Yeah, that pierces through pretty easily. Definitely a thruster. Putting there, definitely a thruster. Not so much a cutter, because yeah, I don't think it's cutting, but thrusting. I mean, you can just see already, like me putting no force into it, it's kind of going through. So again, not an expert, but still pretty cool. Hey, if you liked what you've seen, please consider subscribing. It really does help a lot when you subscribe, and leave a comment too. Let me know what you'd like to see, or maybe what I could do better.